Hi, I'm John, and Karen is doing the video, and you'll see her later. But I want to tell you a little story about how our conversion van came into being. About a year ago during COVID, and traveling since we're both retired now.
We're going to be going on new adventures. So we're excited about this new chapter in our life. The rest of this video is going to explain the different features that we put into her and why we did it. And so if you have a desire to get a cargo van and to convert a cargo van into a home on wheels, even if it's not full-time, it's very doable, isn't it?
Yeah, very doable.
So
we'll put a bunch of links below for things we put in, systems we put in the van, and also other people that we're following on YouTube or Instagram. Lots of good tutorials out there. So Grace is a 2021 Ram Promaster 2500 159, not extended. So it's just a standard cargo van, high roof, that we purchased off the lot in North Carolina. And it actually had everything we wanted. It had like fog lamps, and it has cruise control. It has blind spot warnings, which is excellent for a cargo van, especially when you can't see out the side of the windows. So the cab is basically standard. We have an overhead shelf, but what we did, we built a bulkhead wall behind here, and we carpeted it because we're going to be in the northern climates for a lot of our travels, and we wanted an insulated wall. So this is an insulated wall with a door so that we can still have access to the back.
we have a table that is going to fold into here on piano hinges from here, so we can fold out. And so we're going to be sitting out a lot. You don't live in the van so much as you live out of it. So we're going to be hanging out outside, and we'll have a table that folds out. So yeah, so once you come in, you can see the inside, the other side of the cab, the wall that we built. And this is whitewashed cedar paneling. We chose cedar paneling because it's lightweight, and the whitewash, we just wanted to be as natural as possible. And we put these hooks up, of course, for the obvious reasons that we want it to be like home, so we can use it for the things that we would have every day, that we would need. And we have lighting here where we can light up the cabin itself, the kitchen area, and it can dim. We have a little porthole window that opens up, which is really cool because you can pop it open and it stays open, and you can tell how much this wall is going to insulate the cabin from the heat or the cold, because you put your arm in here and you can feel already the heat inside the cab, and if it's cold you're going to feel the opposite. And this way it keeps it protected for us inside the cabin, or we can use it for some solar heat, or if we want to cool down, we can open that up if it's colder over there. So that's very useful, and we can look back when we're driving and see what's going on in the cabin if we hear some weird noise. We have the door, and we can pass through, so it's a real safety thing as well. Like if we need to get up and go, we're not in a good place, or we feel like it's not safe, we don't have to get out of the van. We can get into the cab from the back of the cabin and go. This is the sink. We have a Rivati sink.
It's a 15 by 15 sink. Actually, it's 13 by 13 inside, but 15 by 15 rim on the outside.
Mm-hmm. And it's nice and deep, so you can wash pots. It's very useful. It's as useful as the sink that I have in our house. And the tap can turn. We can rotate it. It can turn, and you can actually turn the water. Whoops, sorry, John. You can turn the water on out here if you need to as well. Here are the switches for, this is for the back. We have floodlights for the back of the van, so that if we're parked somewhere we want to light up behind us, we can. And on the side as well, on this side of the van, we can light up and have good views on each.
We have a three-stage drinking water system here. One of the systems being charcoal and to remove the organics, and I believe there's other canisters to remove sediments and anything else that is impure. And we got drinking water. Our wet bath with our Nautilus self-cleaning door. Open it up and we have a full hot and cold shower head here, as well as little shelves for toiletries, towels. We have a little mirror here on the side. It can go in or out. We have a shower pan made out of cedar. This heavy-duty vinyl shower pan with that goes outside. It's not going into a gray water tank at the moment. The reason I did the shower pan like this is I couldn't get a custom shower pan for where I wanted the hole, exhaust hole for the shower. So I had to make one myself. It was a challenge to get it done, but we got it done right and it doesn't leak, which is the main thing. We have our airhead composting toilet, and it has both a chamber for number 1 and a chamber for number 2. We haven't set it up for number 2 yet, and we don't intend to use that until we're actually going a longer trip. This is hooked up to a continuous fan that exhausts continually all the composting medium, so you won't have any smells in the van at all. Here is a clothesline that goes across and down, and then you tighten this up and you can hang things up here. So on the ceiling we got a Maxair 5500, I believe, which is a two-way fan. It is it just opens up and it's like multiple speeds and go in or out depending if you want to breeze in or breeze out. It's nice. It's right above the stove, so if you're cooking, you can exhaust all the bacon smells and whatever you're cooking. We have a Insignia TV. Anyway, it's with a sound bar and a subwoofer, which is really great for music. And on the wall here we have our control panel with all our data for the solar. You know, we're at 99%. We have 2 lithium 100 amp lithium batteries underneath the bench back here. So we're at 99%. We also have our controller for our Maxair fan. We have 110 volts from our 2500 watt inverter hooked up to the batteries. We have USB outlets. As for the backsplash, this is just an aluminum stick-on tile that we got from Amazon. We'll post it, the link down below. But it went on real easy. It's all aluminum, so it's quite nice. That does reflect the light off the tape light, so it's kind of has a unique look, and we really like it.
This is our kitchen counter. It's a butcher block that we got from Home Depot. It's excellent. You can see, if you pan the view down that way, you can see how much counter space we really do have in here. So that to us is really important because we really want to use it. We're going to cook in it. We're actually going to make a pizza today. We have the dough, and we got a stone in the oven. We're going to try our luck at doing a real pizza on a pizza stone today. And it has a 3-burner cooktop. It's propane. There's propane in the back, and John can share more about how he set that up later. And this is a truck fridge. It has a little freezer. Right now we don't have anything in there but frozen raspberries. And John designed the cabinetry around it to match the other cabinets that we did have, as well as the upper cabinets. And so we have everything organized. Hopefully everything looks good after traveling here. So you have to have those locks on your cabinets because when you take a turn, things can come flying.
This is one of the concepts that we really wanted to have. We wanted a full-time place to sit and not have to juggle things around to make a place to eat. So we have a full-time table and 2 benches. We can sit 4 people here comfortably. And we're on this, I'm not going to call it a lagoon mount because it's not a lagoon mount. It is a self-build made out of $25 worth of plumbing fixtures. And I'll send you the link if you want it, or actually I'll post a link of where we found out how to do this. But it does everything that the more expensive ones do. This is just a plywood table. It's just 2 1/2 inches of plywood that I glued together and cut and sanded, and probably 5 or 6 coats of polyurethane. So that's our table. In the back here we have 2 benches, and behind there's storage on each. Underneath the benches, underneath this bench, we have the water tank and more storage. And underneath that bench is the electrical system with the 2 100 amp hour batteries, the inverter, and the fuse box. But one of the things we wanted to have was a full-time bed, and also to have a full-time diner. So the 2 of those didn't quite go together unless we did something quite unique. And what we did is we put our bed on actuators, which are linear actuators, which I'll post the link where I got them. I have 4 linear actuators. They're all run by 12 volts. They don't consume a lot of power. They probably can handle like I think it's 200 newtons each, which is probably 250 pounds or something each. So we're well within the parameters of that. And what they do is they do 2 things. They go up and they go down. And so what they're all hooked up together in parallel, I guess, and there's a switch for it here, and down we go. So here we are with our full-time bed. When it comes down, there's a couple of extensions we put on the end of the bed, because down where it is, it's 72 inches wide. Up here where it has to go is 65. So we had to conceive of a way to meet that challenge, and we did, because it works. And so our head of the bed is here, and our feet go here. We have a little 2-step ladder to get up onto the bed.
There's reading lamps. Touch reading lamps that you can use and control from where you are. And then there's the curtains. There are blackout window coverings that go in behind those curtains for in the evening or at night. And there's also a window that opens up with a screen, so that when the max air fan is running, if it's pulling in air, it has a way to go out, so you have this constant airflow, which is something that we have put into the van just recently. So this is the bed, full-time bed. All we have to do is pop up the ends and then bring it up, and then we have our dining room.
It's been an adventure to get this van built because of all the video instructions online. So thank you, YouTube community.
We really were encouraged because we really want to take the opportunity to go. We're both retired, and this gives us an opportunity to explore a whole other part of life that we've never been able to do before because of work and commitments and small children and growing children. And so now we have a chance to go out, and we're looking forward to exploring new places, meeting new people, making new friends. Travel with us. You can follow us on Instagram, and it's Adventures in Grace, and we would love to hear any comments, any tips. All of that is welcome. And so we're very, very pleased that we're now ready to go. So thank you.
Thank you.